Howdy there, my name is Nick, speaking directly from legalized California, and this is a simple opinion. And today I'll be reviewing Clairo's debut album, Immunity. As I said before, and I will keep repeating a million times, Clairo has proven herself to be a solid artist, and her debut studio album is no different. Immunity is written by Clairo and Rostin, who also produced the album with her. Immunity feels like a 2000s pop album, and it reminds me a lot of Avril Lavigne's Let Go. Most of the songs are really well written. There are some corny, some cheesy parts at times, but the overall ride is pretty nice, pretty enjoyable. The best tracks of the album have been released before the album itself, being Bag, Sophia, and Closer to You. These tracks for sure are my favorites in the album, but there are tracks like North, Softly, or White Flag that deserve an honorable mention for sure. The way I'll start calculating what I rate for my reviews will be divided in 4 phases. First, performance. Are the vocals well delivered? Do they transmit the message that the artist is trying to transmit in the first place? And performance can go from 0 to 3. Another section that can go from 0 to 3 is production. Is the album well produced? Is consistent, or is it diverse? Does the production match with what the artist is seeking? And the third and last big section is lyrics. Also from 0 to 3, are the lyrics well written? Are they corny? Are they cheesy? If they have metaphors, how well are the metaphors delivered? Is it original? Is it copied? And last but not least are the extra points, the chance of getting a full 10. The first one, which is cover art. Does the cover art transmit the overall feeling of the album? Does the cover art transmit what the title of the project is? And replayability. Because a lot of people forget how important replayability of a product is. A stream doesn't come only from the first time you listen. It comes from keep listening throughout the week, putting on playlists, and keep reusing the product. In both replayability and cover art can get half a point, with the possibility of having exceptions if anything is exceptional. But now going for the score. For performance, I gave Clairo a 2.5 because even though the performance it's really good and consistent, and even when it's experimental, it's still good, I do believe that's not the best that Clairo ever had. Tracks like Forever and Pretty Girl are still her biggest tracks because Clairo had something else, the X factor in there. For production, I'll also give 2.5 because Rostin did an amazing job in presenting Clairo to the world, to people who haven't heard of her, in a very catching, soothing, friendly way. I do think this album is gonna grow up a lot and gonna give a career to Clairo that none of us can ever imagine. Clairo is gonna be huge, and Rostin is a big part of that. But I won't give it a 3 because the album is not perfect. For the lyrics, as I mentioned before, they are nice, they transmit the message clearly, but they are corny or cheesy at times, so I would give it a 2. For the cover art, I'll give it a half-point bonus because it's a cover art that really transmits this 2000s pop artist vibe that I mentioned earlier in the video, and I do believe that this cover art achieves and presents that. Imagine getting a random vinyl, you look at this artist, you already know the types of vibe that is coming with. It's not very different than what you look at. It's a book you can judge by its cover in a good way. And I'll give the 0.25 for replayability because even though not the whole 40-minute album has the replayability that some of the tracks have, Bag, Sophia, and maybe Closer to You have really good replayability. Bags for sure got really good replayability, and it shows on her numbers. But I do believe that Sophia might become the biggest track of the project. And that's all I have to say about Immunity. If you liked it, don't forget to leave it a like. If you disliked, don't forget to leave a dislike and subscribe regardless. Because if my video crept above the algorithm and you're watching up to this point, I really want you to stay. If you liked the video, why not stay for more? And if you disliked the video, just let me know down below and maybe I can change your mind and make you stay. And you see me next time. Bye.